Hi, I'm Tony Fleming. Welcome to Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, just pulled the hanging tag off of this Pro Touring Camaro. It's our first real 67 real Pro Touring Camaro, and this one's exceptionally built. You know, the asking price of this car is only a third of what it costs to build it. You know that anytime you build these kind of cars, what you really want is to buy them after the person is done with them, because you're the guy who ends up with a spectacular car that's been sorted out. You know, everything has been adjusted. Anytime you restore a car, it does require 1,000 miles just to get through all the new parts and things that are on there. And especially these kind of cars here, where they're fuel injected, upgraded electronic 4-speed automatic transmissions and things like that. So when we walk through the car, I'll show you some of the cool stuff that they upgraded it with, and we can see where a lot of the money was spent. So one of the things that you want to look for also is a car that has high horsepower and is able to put it to the ground, also has to be able to stop. So you want great braking, you want big wheels and tires, and you want a nice suspension. And as we walk through here, you'll see that there was no place that they scrimped on good go-fast parts. This is a great color. It's a very popular color. This is a very strange car in the sense that it has a black stripe on it the way it's supposed to, but you almost can't see it unless you get up on it. So take a walk around with me for a second. We'll look at this. It's Fathom green, color that was out for quite the years of the 60s, and it has the correct Super Sport stripe right along here, and it's buried in here, and then it's been clear coated. I might make a recommendation to you. If it was me, you love that stripe, that's great. I can take that stripe off and actually do a set of white Z28 stripes, which I think would make this car pop. If you look on our website, you'll see a couple of these cars in this color with white stripes, and they are smoking hot. But if you like the subtlety of the SS stripe, it's already on here and it looks great, and whoever did it did a very professional job. All new sheet metal. The underneath has all been stripped and painted, then lightly undercoated so that you could actually drive the car. Has Dynamat flooring in it for sound insulation. And the panel fit, and the gaps, and the nice mirrors, and all new chrome, and the front and rear spoilers just look great. You know, as we walk around the car, things like all new tail lights, chrome bumpers, little things that you don't even ask about. Things like, did the keys actually open and lock the door? You know how many cars we get here that the keys do not work the door locks? I'm telling you, half of them, because people replace the ignition key, and then the mechanic throws that other key out and doesn't realize they're for the doors. So like this car here has all matching keys for the door locks, the trunk, and the ignition. So you get 2 full sets of keys. I know it sounds like nothing, but nothing is worse than when you've locked the car at a car show. It's starting to rain, you want to go get in the car or someplace late at night, and you're ready to go, and you can't get in. It's the little things that we do here to make sure that you're getting a car, and that's the touches, I think, that make us a little different than everybody else. Let's keep walking around the car for a minute. Brand new black top, nice matching boots. Let's take a peek under the hood, and let's start with the powertrain first, because that's really the motivation behind this car. So this right here is the Ramjet. It's the GM's injected 350 engine, and it is a factory injected motor with the accessory serpentine belt drive system. Just this system alone is an extra $1,200. The engine is around $7,000, and it's a real 350. You know, it's really 400 horsepower, but they like to call it a 350 horsepower 350. But it's 350 real world 2-day horsepower, which, believe it or not, 400 horsepower in these little cars is actually very fast. The transmission of this car is a 4-speed automatic, and one of the things I like so much about it is this transmission was purchased through B&M. So B&M actually buys these transmissions from General Motors, rebuilds the internals, so you get some heavy-duty internals. You get some quick shifts, and it's also adaptive learning, meaning this transmission here is electronic, and because this fuel injection needs an electronic setup too, it all really works together well with the computer system in the car, which is hidden underneath the dash, so to keep it dry. Ceramic coated exhaust all the way back. Everything's nice and tidy. Nice fresh battery. A nice big radiator. Big fan. Transmission cooler. Car has air conditioning, cold air conditioning. I mean, it's cold. This is new style air conditioning that you get in your brand new vehicle you buy from GM. So this drivetrain itself is something you could actually buy and put in a 2008 vehicle and pass emissions if you wanted to. But with these cars here, you don't have to, and of course, we don't have catalytic converters. Brand new master booster with 4-wheel disc brakes. And we can take a peek at those over here for a second. And they're nice with the open wheels. You can kind of see everything in there. High-speed radials. Not that you need to know this, but they are all-season tires. Because a lot of the summer tires that you get on cars are strictly for dry weather, summer heat, and they require a lot of heat to actually work. This looks great. All new emblems down here, stainless chrome and trim. And everything is nicely done. If we could just peek for a second, the proportioning valve here, the electronic for the fan relay here, nice big heavy duty alternator, new style power steering pump, still has the washer nozzles, still has the wipers working properly. You know, this is the kind of car that's really a car, I'm not saying you would want to drive it every day, but you could drive this car every day because quite honestly, it's comfortable. It has a power top, it has power steering, it has power brakes, it has air conditioning, it has a killer sound system in it. So it's just a really cool car on top of the fact it sounds great. Custom bucket seats, couple, you know, this is a factory console, but it has a couple additions to it. And for us people here, we maybe have a little bigger belly, tilt wheel. This is nicely done here. Alpine sound system, amps are in the back, speakers all down in here. It is a rocking sound system. This has what's called a Covan dash. This is cool because it's like retro gauges, but they're brand new. They're Stewart Warner gauges. And this car has about 733 miles on it since it was restored. We got it from a military person. He's a fighter pilot, and he's going to be dispatched for quite a few years now over to some hostilities, and asked if we could help him move the car, and that's what I want to do for him because he's certainly done his share for us. This has a quick release steering wheel. You could take this with you at a car show or whatever, or if you park somewhere and you're uncomfortable, just take this off, throw it in the trunk, lock the trunk. They can't get the car. This even has a pretty cool a B&M programmer for the transmission, so you can actually change the shift points of the transmission. You know, it's nice with the fuel injection and things like that. Doesn't matter whether, you know, whether it's 80 degrees, 120 degrees, or 30 degrees. These cars just always start up. You don't have to pump the gas. You don't have to do anything. Here's the key I was talking about for the steering wheel. You need to use this. You put it in there, kind of clicks out of its holder. Put it in there, the steering wheel comes off. It's a quick release wheel. Like I said, you just throw it in the trunk here. This is some of the great stuff you get with somebody who's built this car for themselves, not just built it to flip it. Comes with a car cover. Check out all this stuff you get. Like here's towels laid down so that nothing would scratch around. Comes with a little touch-up paint. The car was just painted. It's got a subwoofer, got Rockford Fosgate amp. We post these window stickers on the windshield of all the cars here. Also, we do our best to post everything on our website. And I would say the best thing to do is, since more than half of everything we sell is sold on the internet outside of here, and the people never even come here. You know, we've been doing this for a long time. We've sold almost 3,000 cars. This is our 9th year of doing this. And we're a real full-size brick and mortar real place. We're not a guy selling a car or two out of his backyard. We check over every single car before we send it to you. You know, the brakes work, the turn signals work, the headlights work. And those are the kinds of things that, you know, maybe if you try to do this on your own, you're still going to have to do those things. You still have to ship that car back to your house and get all that done. We've included all of that in our price. So call us, 301-816-1000. I'll tell you all about this spectacular Pro Touring Camaro convertible. And, or you can see us online at FlemingsUltimateGarage.com.